Hello there, and welcome to another The Hunter Classic gameplay video. My name is Wimp, and in this video it's time for some more spinny Wheels of Names' randomly generated missions. So, I will see you over at the aforementioned Wheels of Names. Right then, I've already done the species group. It picked small game. And the small game we're going after is Coyote. Well, that's okay, because I'm already here on Loggers Point. Right, a spin of the number of objective components wheel has already picked 2 objectives. So the first objective is going to be no hunter mate. And the second objective for this little Coyote mission is going to be no track domes. Right, back on Loggers Point then. Now, unfortunately, as you can see by this kind of gives it away, the fact that I've moved away from the tent and come back. So I spawned here to do my sound test that I do before I start recording, and a deer grunted. So I decided to see if it was any good. It was a 115 whitetail buck. So not brilliant, but I took it anyway for the gems. But I took it with a loud rifle, so I've kind of ruined, I mean at the very least, this kind of area. Let's have a look at the spawn map, because I actually think that would be fine. Yeah, over to the west and then down south. So what I'm actually going to do from here is go check there, and then that tower, and then walk south probably to that tower. If I haven't got it by then obviously I can keep heading south. Weapon wise, I will bring you back when I decide. Right, so actually the equipment that I was using in the last video, where I was testing out the new locations for the hog feeders, is actually fine. So not only is the 9.3 Anshoots actually okay for yotes, but I was also carrying a 357. So I'm basically, other than bringing the spinner, and getting rid of the hog feed, I'm just going to keep my equipment as is. I better bring more of those actually, because you know what these hogs are like. Okay, time to enact the plan. I'll see you when I come across a yote. Oh, I should point out it's a little warm in England land. My windows are open, and as usual that means there may be sounds of neighbours and motorbikes and shit. So, you'll have to forgive me for that. Righto, I will see you when I get somewhere or see something. Stop running. Oh, nearly forgot. I remembered before I stopped recording. Track colour off. Save and resume. Right then. I'm at the tripod stand. Oh, in case you can't see it because of YouTube's compression, there it is. Hello. So I think I'm going to lure that over and bow it. No sign of any yotes yet, unfortunately. Now, the no hunt mate, just in case you haven't seen one of my randomly generated mission videos before, or at least one where I can't use a hunter mate, I try my best not to even get it out. And the hunter mate. Giggity penis joke. So, like just then, that was not me. He got it out, my character got it out automatically when I put that down. Can you put it away, please? Thank you. Right button. So, if I accidentally get it out because we are programmed to press that button every time we do something, I do kind of forgive myself, but I try my absolute best not to ID any tracks with it. Of course, that's not going to be... Oh, and calls if I hear a noise of an animal. I won't forgive myself for using it for that. I will consider it as mission failed. Right, let's see what comes over. About here will do. The only problem with luring the buck over is I know that there is a doe in the area as well. I heard it bleating. Hiya, I'll bring you back when something exciting happens. Either it's the best buck you have ever seen, or a yoked for the mission. Oh, there's the buck now, funny enough. And it's not the best buck you've ever seen. Although not the worst. Righto, no yokes, but a second buck, and not a very good one at that. So I'm going to pick up the spinner, pick up these two guys, and then head to the tower down south. No. What's that? There's something moving there. It's a doe. Okay. Oh aye, and again, for those who may not have seen a video of mine where I don't use the hunter mate, I'm sure it's obvious. You have to use the hunter mate to harvest kills, so yeah. See, I just won't now pick up the call of that pig, you see. Just in case you were curious, were thinking about it, because you haven't seen it before. Right then, I've arrived at the tower. Still no sign of any yotes. I can confirm I have now come across every other animal, even if it's just a sound in the distance. But because at the tripod stand, there was the meow of a bobcat as well, and of course pheasants are everywhere. Anyway, yeah, I've now come across everything. Oh. Okay, so technically I haven't come across a mule deer yet, but, you know. Deer I have. Righto. I'm going to pop down the spinny, make the noise, and head in the tower. Righto, so hopefully one turns up now, and I'll see you when it gets here. Righto then, I'm at the tower further south. My deployable tower. As you can see, I fast travelled to the lodge and then walked, because that's a slightly shorter distance than walking from where I was. It's about 1.5 times to walk from the other tower. The first thing I heard in all of that distance from that lodge, so nearly 1 kilometre away, was a pheasant over here. So it's not going well. Right, so the spinny that's already here, that I leave deployed, no, saw. Yeah, there's the spinny, so I'm going to do the squeal here. Close enough. And then hop in the tower. Yeah. There's the pheasant calling, and there he is in fact. Other than him, I can't see any other movement there. Although I can't see him, so you know. Right, I've been here a while now, and the only thing that I've seen or heard is that lone pheasant cock. Yeah, he's just there through the flowers. So, I think I'm going to go try my luck at the Golden Stand on White Hart Island, so I'll see you over there. A yote, there's a yote there. It's coming this way. Oh, I forgot to say my little saying that I have whenever I use a pistol. Oh well. Do you need a count? Nah, sir. Pretend I said that in front of the shot. Well, there we go. We found a yote finally. Only took 1.5 hours. Moan. Right, do you happen to be any good? No. Alright, let's go spin the wheels of names for the next mission then. Right, so the animal category of bird was selected by the previous wheel. So willow ptarmigan. That is Hemmeldal. Right, the spin of the number of objective components wheel picked 2 objectives again. So use or don't use dog. Which of those is hardest? To be honest, neither. So I can use a dog to find the ptarmigans, but they're also fairly easy to find without a dog. Should I force myself to use the dog? Let's use a dog. Right, and the second objective... Oh my god! I'm not going to change my mind now, that's going to make it challenging. So I need to use a dog and a stand. Now obviously this might need to be spun again, because there's no way I can use a tower. Okay, I can use anything. Okay, so we got our objectives then. Oh, there were more yotes in the area. Of course I wouldn't have known. I saw one, I fired at it, but I didn't see all the track domes, obviously. Alright, so I'll see you over on Hemmeldal then. What are you doing up there, stupid mutt? Okay, so I've spawned at this tent. I'm going to check down here in this area. Then I'm going to head north and check all in here, for Pete's sake. Right, check all in there, head north, check all in there. There we go, that's better. Oh, except I didn't give the arrowhead, I didn't give the line an arrowhead. There. Right, equipment wise, so I'm going to bring the trusty 12 gauge shotgun for the ptarmigans. Of course, snakebite in case I need to take anything out quietly. I'm also bringing in Cisco's backpack. Cisco is the name of the dog, by the way, I think. Yes, I thought so. Right, so yeah, I'm bringing the other ammo types for the 12 gauge in case I come across one of the other animals that might be nice. Of course, if they're rare, I'm going to have to risk trying to take them from close, but at least I've got something to try with. And of course, other callers in Cisco's backpack. I'm keeping the reindeer rattle, or the deer rattle now as it is, on me, because of course it can do the fallow. Yeah, as well. And Lynx is on me. And from a stand I've chosen to pick is a tripod, because I figured if I come across ptarmigans and there aren't any trees nearby, which is why I struggled with my inventory, but luckily I had decided that I would use the dog before I even figured that I would need to bring a stand, so luckily I have the dog's backpack. Right, so let's see if it can find a Burby. Hello? Thank you. So, we're heading... That's not really the direction I want to head. Hello? Alright, I'll see you when I come across... well, I say I'll see you when I come across a bird. What I mean is, I hope to come across a bird. But as this video is going, I'm not entirely sure how well that's going to go, Mo. Right, it looks like Cisco's already found birds. Joe, I chose bringing the dog rather than not bringing the dog, because I thought it might have been slightly more difficult. I mean, like I said earlier, it's about the same anyway, but it turns out that actually bringing the dog is easier. But never mind. Right, so when he finds the birds, I'm going to try to put down the tripod stand and get in it and see if I can shoot one. I don't think that's going to work. I think what's going to happen is the birds are going to fly away, and then what we'll have to do is try and track them to their nest. The point where they keep coming back to even when they flee away from me in their nest. That's what I think is going to have to happen. But I think it's worth a try anyway, because maybe putting down the tripod stand might make them freeze in place and go to ground. I'm sure the ptarmigans do it too. Oh. 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 I'm seeing the sticky up things on those branches. There's two of them. But Cisco did just make a noise. Where are you? Oh. Did they flee? Oh. Cisco's telling me there's one in front of him. There you are. So, like I said, I'm going to give it a try. I'm expecting that to make it flee, but it's worth a try. Yeah, I think it made it flee. It's funny, I can't hear them flapping. Normally they're quite loud. I wonder if there's a problem with the sound files. Oh. Yeah, I can't hear them chattering either. No chattering and no flappy flaps. Right, so I think, like I said, I've made them flee. So what we're going to have to do now is follow them to their nest. And that's where I'll then set up the tripod stand and get a better chance. Although it's probably going to be hard to follow them to their nest when I can't hear where they are. Right, Cisco's saying it's ahead again. It's running along the ground. And there's only one. I'm not sure how I'm going to be able to do this. I might sit here and wait for a minute and see if I can actually hear any flying. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to walk over to there and then send him out again. It seems like there's just one here. Alright. Right, I just heard flying and the little vocal sound that the birds make in this direction. I'm hoping it's not the same hen I was chasing. I mean, I seem to be far enough away. What the hell was that? It's like someone threw a stone at me. What the what the fuck? There's something there. It's a deer, a roe, by the looks of it. Yes. Buck, yes. And up to 155 meh. Okay. Flapping. Sounds like they're flying. Oh. Yeah, sounds like they're flying that-ish way. There you are. There's a Burby. Okay, I'm hearing chattering in multiple directions, so there's a flock on the ground in front of me somewhere. There's at least one over there, and at least one over there. And I think I just heard another one over there as well. Right, what I'm going to do this time, I'm not going to try to put down the tripod stand this time. I'm just going to fire in the air and spook them all off. And then I'm going to try to track where they go. And hopefully that'll be their nest. Someone's throwing stones at me again. There's a lynx in the area as well. Just heard it meow. And there's either the same or another roe deer buck. Looks like the same. Okay. Righto then, I'll bring you back when I find them. Or when Cisco finds them. See where they go. Right, so I was just standing there where I'd stopped recording. I hadn't moved, and then I'm hearing chattering again. So I put down the tripod stand. Yeah. They're still here. Or at least within earshot. See, the problem with these ptarmigans I always find is I can't tell whether they're just the other side of that rock or whether they're up there from their sound, you know? It's like they could be either. Bird. They're flying. Okay. Just for a second I thought that one was coming this way, but no. Hearing them chattering again, so we're getting close. Speaking of which, at least we solved the mystery of why I wasn't hearing any chattering and flapping. It's because there was only one bird over there. And if I'm not mistaken, I think only the males make the noises, the chattering. And the one that we found on its own was a hen, like I said. Ah. Yeah, there it is. Come on, there. Hello, can you look to the left a bit? Yeah, it's just there-ish. What I think I'm going to do is sneak to about there. Pop the tripod stand down. If that then spooks them away, hopefully they'll come back here. Oh, there, cool. Ah, I'm not hearing any flapping. And the dog is still pointing. So putting this down didn't scare them at all. See, they sound like they're there. There's one. There's one too. That one is dead. Hey! A willow ptarmigan using a dog from any stand is now complete. Right, let's go pick it up. Who's a good boy? Thank you for helping. There. Damn it, I got all turned around and I don't know which. There we go. They're still making noises behind me. 513. That is not very good at all. But there we go. Right, unfortunately, that is all I have time for now. So those two randomly generated missions took me just about 2.5 hours, and I only had about 3 hours to play. So unfortunately, that's your lot. But thank you very much for watching, and I hope you got some enjoyment out of it, and hopefully I will see you in another video. So thank you again, and goodbye.